isn't about a data point. It's about a life saved, but so many lives impacted. Everyone has stepped up and done some amazing things. Junior leader development, seeing these leaders step up, wow. Purpose, connection, patriotism. Yeah, so for nearly 390 years, the National Guard has been here. And we've been serving our communities from that very first person who picked up a musket and said, I'm here, I'll do it. I try to get out every day on this mission. I think it's critical to engage and interact with our airmen and our soldiers to identify any challenges that they may have right there in that moment and prevent it from becoming something that's persistent. We want to make sure that we have a really good understanding of ground truth, what's happening on the mission, so that we can make adjustments, so that we can ensure that both our soldiers and airmen are being taken care of, and that we're meeting the needs of all of our partners and the community itself. Last year, the shooting, Sergeant Beckstrom, Sergeant Wolf, clearly the most challenging thing any leader has to go through is losing one of your people. These amazing young men and women want to serve, and they're willing to give their life, but certainly we hope that they never have to. And so I also would share with you, you know, in those moments, you are experiencing the worst, but you're also seeing and experiencing the best in humanity, as so many people came together that night and those days from our partner agencies, the community, leaders from all over, and as important, if not most important, the soldiers and airmen who started calling, texting, emailing, that had been on the mission and had recently left and said, I want to come back. This has only increased my sense of connection and purpose to this mission. And so the toughest days, but also the moments where we got to see why they are truly our country's best. Some of these young people are just out of high school or 2 or 3 years removed, and they're leading small teams out there. And when they hear something, when they hear a commotion, their response is immediate. There's a problem, let's go see what's going on. I couldn't be more proud of the fact that these young people, they take it that serious. And we've had so many examples, and we've recently had a couple of examples where I think of the one at 3:30 in the morning where a life was saved, where soldiers heard a commotion, they responded, and it turned out that someone was literally beating a woman and then was attempting to kill her. They stopped it. A couple of weeks after that, we had a commotion that was seen on the side of the road as people, it was nearly midnight. Our soldiers were in a van coming back at the end of their shift. They see something that doesn't look right. They pull over, they check. Turns out it's an armed robbery in progress that they stopped. And who knows where that would have ended. I'm proud of the fact that these young people, they take action. Purpose, connection, patriotism, and gives hope to so many that they can change the circumstances, that they don't have to accept less than safe. They don't have to accept less than ideal. That's what we're here to do. That's part of our charge as Americans, in my personal opinion, is to be mindful of what it took to create this country 250 years ago and grow that, build upon that, and do everything that we can to ensure that the generations who have fought through so many challenges in our nation's history, that we respect their memories and the work that they put in to get us to where we are today so that we can be better tomorrow. We're experiencing some changes. We're moving. We're going to expand our footprint. We're going to go into some places that have been asking us to come in. We've had a lot of citizens saying, hey, we'd we'd like this to come into our neighborhood. We're going to continue to work with our federal law enforcement partners and our local law enforcement partners, and we're going to expand that. And so as soldiers and airmen come in, and as we go through this transition to the next phase, I would just say, hey, be disciplined, be professional, be polite. Remember what we're here to do, which is to ensure that everyone who wakes up in the morning and wants to go to work, wants to go to the store, they can do that safely, that they have a sense of security. And we know that what's most important is what is in each and every person's heart. And I see that very clearly out on the street as they are engaging the community members, and they are ensuring that those kids who are getting ready to start school here in just a couple of weeks, they're going to end the school year doing that same hopping, skipping, and jumping that they do on the first day. We're celebrating 250 years as a nation, 390 years as the citizen, soldier, and airman, 1 year on this mission. I look back and I think of all the positive things. I think of the amazing impact that we've had. Just drive by Union Station, you can see the change over the last year. And I think that my hope for the history books, if you will, is that people will look back and see this as the start of something that goes across America and gives hope to so many that they can change the circumstances, that they don't have to accept less than safe. They don't have to accept less than ideal. That's what we're here to do. That's part of our charge as Americans, in my personal opinion, is to be mindful of what it took to create this country 250 years ago and grow that, build upon that, and do everything that we can to ensure that the generations who have fought through so many challenges in our nation's history, that we respect their memories and the work that they put in to get us to where we are today so that we can be better tomorrow.